didn't turn my phone on. Whoopsies! I'm supposed to, use my phone so I can read the chat. Whoa, hey. And I just got a text message, but hello guys, welcome to, another weekly stream. I'm trying to keep these, consistent, happening every once in a while. I won't, however, be staying for long, though, longer than last time, because at around 3 o'clock, I gotta get out of here and pick up my sister from, high school, because, one, she doesn't drive, and two, she's at this anime club thing. Well, actually, I know exactly what she's talking about. I've heard of the club, and I actually made a joke of it in one of my intros for the Warrior News, but I never actually, was a part of that club. It was more of the, I was always in the Warrior News, you know what I mean? So, this is another game that I have on my computer. It's World of Warships. Probably wondering why on earth would I play a Warships game when I know, zilch, very little about warships and, how to play them. Well, couple reasons. One, it's mostly World War II related, and you know me, I love anything World War II. Two, the gameplay, while, I suck terribly if you haven't read the title, it does get a good jolly every once in a while, and it doesn't make me rage as much, but believe me, you're going to see me rage in a minute. And also, I just love some of the features this game has. It even has custom music, where you can literally, all you need to do is create a folder called User Music, put any of your tracks in, and then there you go. But the reason you're not hearing any music from my game is because the music I always listen to, which is the Hexic HD soundtrack from an old Xbox 360 game, is copyrighted, so I don't want to get sued to buggery for having that music in the background, so I had to mute it out. And trust me, I couldn't find anything else that would fit. And the original soundtrack that World of Warships has is just terrible. You don't want to hear it, trust me. You'd rather hear nothing than that. So, oh no, excuse me. Also, if I sound a little like my nose is starting to get cloggy, that's because I think I'm beginning to get another cold, but usually I get one at least every fall or winter, and it's like 0 degrees outside, so it's usually perfect weather for that. But, yeah. The only issue I have with this game is it does demand a lot from your computer. When I used to play it on my, older computer, the Latitude 5420, it would lag like crazy. But on this one, it's actually really smooth. Granted, I have to play in windowed mode because I think I blew up one of the GPUs because of a video driver error I had playing War Thunder. So yeah. Let me just clear this message and I'll shut up and then we'll get into battle. And as in typical, wargaming fashion, I have a horde of so many different ships. I'm trying to get more aircraft carriers because, ironically, I'm pretty good with aircraft carriers. I mean, the new dynamic they got to play in them since last time I live streamed World of Warships is 100% different, but it's actually a little bit easier now. So without further ado, we gotta figure out what we're gonna start with, and why don't we, I guess, since I was talking about aircraft carriers earlier, we go with the whole show, because I've started going down the Japanese aircraft carrier line since I'm already high enough in the, the American aircraft carrier line, because the thing is, the American aircraft carrier line, it's a little bit better than the Japanese, because you get more planes. But in an effect, like, basically, with the American aircraft carriers, you can play a little bit more defensively. Like, in case, like, heaven forbid, a destroyer's chasing after you. But with Japanese aircraft carriers, they're a little more offensive. I'll explain in a minute. And if you're wondering how these ship classes work, destroyers are like light tanks with a big bite because their torpedoes are so freaking annoying. I honestly think they should get a nerf. Cruisers are like medium tanks. They support the destroyers, but also help out the battleships. And battleships, they're obviously like heavy tanks because they'll take a big hit. They'll take lots of hits, and of course, they got ridiculously big guns. And aircraft carriers are kind of like artillery in World of Tanks. They stay at the back, launch their aircraft, and wreak havoc. They fall in that clicker kind of role, where all you do is just click, 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 and you do damage, and these things have like no armor. So heaven forbid you get chased by any other ship in an aircraft carrier, because you're basically just screwed. And even though some aircraft carriers, like the Hosho and a couple other Japanese ones, have artillery guns for defense, there's only like one or two. You might as well just kiss your butt goodbye. So, and the reason why I'm streaming today is not just because, it's a weekly thing I'm doing, but also it's to build up the hype for tonight's documentary, which will be on the Back Bay train collision, because that's been like requested like crazy, and I mean crazy. If it wasn't that thing that wreck getting requested, it would be the others, like the DuPont one. That was another one that people kept bugging me about. And at first I was like, no, I won't do it because there's no NTSB final report. Well, I don't have an excuse not to do it anymore because, well, the final report of that one came out, I'd say quite a few months ago. I don't know exactly when, but who cares? Oh, and this is there's a really annoying issue with World of Warships where it takes forever to get into a battle. So, even when you do find a match, it's like, the computer has to process, like, oh, wait, we're actually going into battle? Wait, hold on. Okay. So, whoa, just had a huge lag spike there. Alright, now we're good. Alright, I gotta find a place to hide myself. Probably back there. And then we'll launch our attack aircraft. Back then, it used to be fighters, torpedo bombers, and bombers. They found out that gameplay got a little redundant and you'd run out of planes easy. So what they did now is they turned fighters into attack aircraft where they have little rockets, and trust me, you do not want to get hit by one of those things. And then torpedo bombers and bombers, well, they work pretty much exactly the way they were before. Although, I don't think many planes, like these ones in particular, ever had rocket launchers. But, I guess they put them on anyway for balance reasons. And I'm gonna keep away from that cruisers like that one over there because they actually have some of the most ridiculous, overpowered anti-aircraft, which will like slaughter these planes. And since the Japanese aircraft carriers don't really carry that much aircraft-wise, I don't want to risk it. I mean, they do reload. Oh, you could get more a little bit fast, but and I just got spotted. And somebody ran into me. Idiot. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. Let's go for this battleship right here. Engine boost. Fire away. Aw, no damage? Come on.
All forces, capture that.
I usually have more luck with the torpedo bomber, so let's try this. Especially with battleships, because there's a stereotype where battleship drivers literally just go in a straight line, and yeah, they're not the brightest. Not that I'm one of them, of course not. But usually when I do run into torpedoes, I'm screwed for life. At least with the aircraft carrier ones, they only do like, the torpedoes only do like 4,000, but they can still cause flooding, which is like death for any ship, because that's basically water rushing into a gaping hole. Alright, I gotta commit to this role right here. did hit him. Nice. That was a bad drop. Alright, let's try the bombers this time. Oh, I got torpedo bombers on me. What the heck? Nah, that's gonna just be one. Not that bad. Yep. Wasn't bad. I think I'm gonna try and go after him and see how he likes it. Check the trap. Yeah, if the stream lags, I do apologize for that. In fact, actually, wow, when I'm looking at it on my phone, it is really, really badly lagging. I don't know why, though. It's perfectly fine on my end, unless... Wait, I think I might know why. Probably that new, the new router we just put in. I didn't calibrate it correctly for my computer, I think. Yeah, I don't know, because the War Thunder stream, it looked laggy at first, but then when the final product came out, it actually looked okay. I mean, it's still laggy, but it wasn't as bad. Might have to change the bitrate, though. I'll have to check the, I'll have to check the, stream... What do you call it? The stream settings. Fix that. Alright, so they're going in for their dive. Come on. Come on. Bombs away. Oh, they didn't even drop! What the fuck? Are you kidding me? Let me check something real quick. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, they'll receive buffering. No wonder. Well, then how the heck do you fix that? I ain't got time for that right now. After the battle, I'll have to take a look at that and fix that. I didn't realize that was going to be an issue. Because it was working fine earlier. But no. Gosh, I hate YouTube sometimes. Excuse me. Huh. What a coincidence, Vincent. Ooh. I gotta be careful, because they might combine AA. We're running out of players. Or I could get 2 birds with one stone. Yeah, let's try this. Might have been too, might have overshot it. Yeah, I think I did. Crap. Yeah, I did. Shoot. Are those enemy torp bombers coming toward me? Yeah, you go away. Let me check. Something. More info. Now, for those of you that are in the chat that probably know about this streaming stuff more than I do, is there actually a way to fix this where it says it's not receiving enough video? Because it's working. It looks like it's fine on my end. Let me check OBS. Yeah, OBS, it's going just as smooth. I don't know if it's the bit rate or the frame rate I gotta change, or if it's just not full screen. I don't know. If any of you guys can give me some assistance with this, do let me know, because yeah, that. Oh, come on! Serious? I thought aircraft carriers were supposed to have that much defensive armament, not freaking battleships. I should probably move. Bit rate. Yeah, I didn't think people would know what I'm talking about. Whatever. See if I can find that enemy aircraft carrier, or at least one of them. Because one of them damaged me earlier, so might as well pay him back. These ships. Alright, the Arkansas is about ready to die, so let's try to get him. Try and finish the job. Ooh, no, maybe that guy might finish it. No, he didn't. Excuse me. Oh, perfect. Come on, is that gonna be good? What? What happened? Was that badly aimed? Oh shoot! I didn't see him right there! Oh, I'm the last guy left. Wait. What? I'm not having any luck with these bombers today. Oh, I stopped just in time so I don't get hit by those torps. Yeah, wow. Good thing I did stop. But it doesn't matter anyway, because I'm gonna get shot before I can get this last bombing run. He team killed him! Whoops! Oh, that's funny. And I died. Alright, let me check something real quick. Let's go to settings. Stream. Output. There's nothing going on OBS, so what the heck is the problem here? How am I supposed to fix this? They don't give you any, like, solution or anything. It shows you how freaking great YouTube is. First, the terms of service change. Okay, it's delayed over here on the live stream thing, but it's actually starting to get a little better. Maybe. I don't know. Can I actually change the bitrate to fix that? I don't know, I just increased the bitrate just a little bit. I doubt it's gonna do anything. Because, you know. Okay, is it now frozen or something? Ay, 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 ay. Actually, it looks like it might be moving a little smoother. I guess it's just the battle interface. I don't know. Alright, so that was that. That was a terrible performance. Why don't we do... Let's go for this. Soviet battleship. I'm trying to play more Soviets now that the tech tree's been expanded a little bit with battleships. And you know me, I like anything I don't like any vehicle that's Soviet. Although the Soviet cruisers, like the Tier 5 Kirov, they suck. Because they only got... Because people say, oh, Russian bias exists. I don't think it exists here. Because some of the ships here in the Russian tech tree in World of Warships are actually kind of underpowered. Especially the Kirov. Because if its armor's piss poor, the guns, you know, they're average. And, well, the hit points, they just don't cut it. Speed's okay, but, you know, it's like, that armor is like paper. Are you on wireless or using an Ethernet cable? I'm using wireless. But I don't think it has anything to do with the internet. Unless... Let me check. Alright. Oh, okay. Now it's saying stream status excellent all of a sudden. So it might have fixed it. Unless it's just the battle interface. Because I know the battle interface was a little bit laggy on when I was playing War Thunder. But I don't know. Like I said, I know nothing about, you know, how to use these newfangled nonsense. You kids, you know, since you grew up with this and I didn't, you guys know everything about this and I don't. I know I sounded like an old fart when I said that, but, you know, I'm not that old, but, you know, I didn't grow up with Fortnite and other online games. I grew up when there was no internet. When you didn't, well, actually, you didn't really need internet for good games like 3D Pinball, stuff like that. The Thomas and Friends CD-ROMs. Also, I just now caught KCS Gray Ace 4029 leading. Wow! I think that's actually the same unit I saw on the, on CSX K622. It was a once-in-a-lifetime lash up where you had P-9 leading, Canadian Pacific-9. KCS Ghost... No, it wasn't 429. It was 4023, I think. Either way, it was a KCS Ghost, and, you know, the Gray Ace, and then it was a BC Rail trailing at the back. That's a power lash up no one will ever see again. Kind of like UP 1995 when it came to Philly that one time on the K602 as well. That's another thing you'll never see again.
Бой начинается.
Also, the game interface is a little bit quiet. That's kind of also because the music I'd play would get overpowered by the game interface, so. But again, you guys are just here because I happen to be streaming. Yeah, it seems... Hold on. Seems fine on my phone now. Yeah, you know what? I think that's what it was. I just needed to increase the bitrate a little bit more for the video. It's amazing when you finally get stuff to work. 4,000? What do you mean? Oh, they repainted them? Oh, no! Ah, well. At least I don't know if it was 4023. I'll have to check my Heritage Units account on my app or something. And speaking of which, I do plan to upload both catches. I actually have the 1995 one already exported already a while back. Probably would need re-editing because of new donors that were already mentioned in my CSX C746 premiere, which will be starting soon. But, we'll see. If there's less names on the donors thing, that doesn't mean, you know, the person revoked or something, you know, that's just because it was exported before. And the K622 one's gonna be that was a pain, it's still in editing phase. It's a pain right now because there was so much I caught that day, and I was trying to fit it into all one video without it being boring, so. Although, speaking of which, I did find out this computer can now export videos longer than half an hour, which is great, because a lot of the videos I have planned, they just wouldn't work if I had to split them in parts. Like a certain New Hope video that's going to be coming up soon. I'll have to explain later, but, whoa, watch it! Oh, I also forgot you can use ship horns in this game, or whistles. And I used to always do the two toots for, departure, because why not? You know what, I'll start doing that just to show you guys what I'm talking about in a minute. In the next game, at least. But, anyways, yeah. Now that it can export videos longer than 30 minutes, there's a lot of videos I have that may, like, one from Why Missing, it may be an hour long, but trust me, if I had to split it in parts, it just wouldn't be the same. Plus, I think longer videos are great for premieres, which is what I'm strictly doing now, except for, like, really short videos, like, you know, I don't know, like that meme, oh poop meme I did a while back. So. Can you repeatedly do the 14L? What the heck is the 14L?
Teammate, I need your support.
Is that HE? Ah, you missed. I missed too. And I missed him. Jeez, that's that thing I hate about this game. It's so hard to get a perfect shot and aim correctly. Once you do and it like penetrates, it is so satisfying. And that was it. Oh, he's backing up. Dang it. Ooh, aircraft. I gotta do hard rudder. Oh, crap. This is gonna hurt.
Двигатель выведен из строя.
That's why I freaking hate torpedoes. At least the aircraft ones are balanced. Oh, for Pete's sake! They're coming back again! Piss off! At least I didn't get flooded. But now I'm jammed. I'm like, you know, my steering's jammed, so I'm gonna be spinning around like an idiot. even aim because the turrets turn so slow. Come on! Oh, now I can fix it. Oh my gosh. Get that fire out. Not that it matters though, because I'm gonna be dead in like 5 seconds. Oh great, that aircraft carrier clicker's back. Go the freak away. What did I just hit? Oh, no, I might as well just kiss my butt goodbye. Come on, go! Before I freaking die, come on! Yep, I'm dead. That's freaking retarded. See? I didn't lie about the freaking title of the stream, didn't I? Let me show you, why don't we do a destroyer this time? Now, another reason why I think Russian bias is non-existent in World of Warships is the Russian torpedoes for like destroyers. They only reach like they only go like 4 kilometers and they just die. Whilst with most other countries, like the Japanese, their torpedoes can go 8 kilometers, like twice the range. That's another thing that pisses me off. It's like the Russian torpedoes are the equivalent to like aircraft torpedoes. They don't go that far. I mean, they can do a solid amount of damage, but in order to use those torpedoes, you gotta go as close as you can. And destroyers don't have any armor, so heaven forbid a battleship unleashes a whole HE barrage on you. You gotta get as close as you can to the enemy team, launch your torps, and get the hell out of there. And most of the time it doesn't work. So yeah, before anyone even mentions Russian bias, trust me, it is non-existent here. But I guess that's realistic because the Russians, they weren't the best in the Navy business. Because since they were mostly a country full of solid land, in fact one of the biggest countries in the world, you know, they would mainly focus on like tanks and stuff. That's why the T-34, the T-54 were some of the most mass-produced tanks in the world, and also one of the best. Especially the T-34, because that was the perfect tank they needed for the war that the Soviets found themselves in. Countries that have the best would definitely be the British and the Japanese. The Japanese were up there, but rule Britannia. Britannia rule the waves. Oh, man. Also, speaking of navies and the countries, one of the other reasons I also play this game is because it's mainly because of blood relation. Because during World War II, my grandfather on my mom's side, he was a submarine crewman for the Italian Navy. I forget which part of the crew he was, but he was a submarine guy. And, of course, like most Italian citizens at the time, he freaking hated Mussolini. I mean, who wouldn't? Freaking nutcase. So, in the Italian army and, you know, a lot of the Italian people in armed forces, they knew they'd lose the war. Especially against the Americans. So what they would do is, whenever they came across an American convoy, they just play dead. They would just shut the engines off and just pray to heaven that they didn't get depth charged. which also led to his very, very heavy smoking after the war. In fact, that's how my mom got asthma, because of secondhand smoke, because he just smoked so badly. And there was a funny story about him after the war, where after the war, when it was all said and done, in like after 1945, he became a ship welder. And his boss was one of those fascist sympathizers who's like, oh, Mussolini just stayed in power, we could have won the war. So what does my grandfather do? Punches him right in the freaking face. And he only got a week of suspension from work because of it. Nowadays, if you were to voice out against a feminazi at work, like at Starbucks, you get fired on the spot. It was a different time back then. Oh my gosh. Oh man, to be honest, I would have done the same thing. I would have done the exact same thing, because it's like, you don't know what we were up against. You weren't there in a freaking underwater coffin, just hoping that you didn't get depth charged by the American Navy. And another funny story about the Italians during World War II was Italian citizens often welcomed the Americans when they were landing. Even they did try to welcome the British, but I'll explain that in a minute. So they were, and the GIs, they were all like, "Aren't you guys supposed to be on the enemy side?" "Oh no, technically we're on your side. Our leader is just an asshole." So they gave him all like a garlic bread and olives and stuff. You know, they just literally welcomed him in. "Look at you Americans, you also are skinny." Oh man. And they even traded well with the Americans. They really liked them. While as compared to the British tried to force, you know, their empire system on them. They were jerks. And when it came to deals, they just took them for granted as their own. Didn't give anything back to the civilians. They just didn't care. Must be why my dad is such a grumpy Englishman and hates my mom now. Oh, man. That's kind of another reason why I play this. And for those of you wondering, because submarines aren't actually a thing in World of Warships, will they ever become a thing? I don't think so. They'd be way too overpowered. Especially the German U-boats. Oh my goodness. So usually with destroyers, I usually stay all the way back. Kind of like what I do with my cruisers. And whenever the chance arises, like when I'm near an aircraft carrier, for example, I go as close as I can, launch the torps, and get the heck out. But with Japanese destroyers, like the Mutaxi, or I can't even say the name of these Japanese ships, I could just stay even further back and still launch my torpedoes and be safe, rather than with the Soviets where you gotta be as close as you can and almost die. So, Phoenix? Yeah, it is. I actually have one. Oh, there's a piece of land there. Oh yeah, and another thing about destroyers, they are wicked fast. Yes! Managed to get some damage before I got covered by the land. And you know what? Oh, genius time! I know what you guys are I know you guys are thinking what I'm thinking. You see those two aircraft carriers over there, just butt screwing themselves in the corner back there? Let's get ready to greet them. And we'll just sail right by that cruiser, because as you just saw, I just became unspotted, so I doubt he knows I'm here. And if I keep my my guns silent until I reach the carriers, oh man, are they gonna piss themselves. I mean, I could get shots on them, yes, and get some more damage, but I want to have some fun. And besides, there's not really much left not many people left in this game anyway, so why the heck not? It's only when they start to, you know, lose more hit points. I mean, look at that, it's 2-1. That Phoenix is all alone against Guizano and a Dugue Truin, however the heck you say them. And he's getting bombed by aircraft carriers, so I think they can handle that. So that leaves me to slip through the gap. In fact, did he just kill?
Наша команда
Wow!
получила преимущество.
Yeah, that's perfect. See, I told you they could handle it on their own. Oh, Mr. Carriers. Me want to give you little surprise. Why don't you say hello to my little friend? Oh, man. Oh, yeah, he's launched his torpedo bombers now. They know I'm here. Do they? Actually, I don't think they do. Because I'm not detected, but actually that's even better because they can send their planes all the way over there. And since aircraft carriers usually either don't move or on an autopilot like I do, they're screwed. Because the thing is, when you're in an aircraft carrier, you can only control your planes when you're flying. You can't control your ship at the same time. Now they know I'm here. Let's try and launch some HE shells onto his runway so it can catch fire, because that means he won't be able to have any more planes take off. Alright, he's getting close, but I want to get a little bit closer before I launch my torps. And yes, torps is just short for torpedoes. I want to get as close as I can. Let's use the engine boost to speed things up.
Двигатель в форсированном режиме.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Наша команда
Totally worth it. See, that's what they do. They're like battleship drivers. They drive in a straight line. Oh, man. How much damage is that? Over 33,000. Deary me. Can I get this second one? Aw, somebody flooded him.
Наша команда близка к победе.
Oh, no you don't. They didn't launch correctly, because the thing is with torpedo bombers, so it's the same thing in War Thunder, and I actually applaud the Warships for adding that bit of realism. If you come at too steep of an angle when diving in a torpedo bomber, that torpedo ain't going anywhere. It's just gonna drown and just go straight down like a bomb. It just, yeah, exactly. It just goes. I usually like to do a crossing sequence every time I get a kill, which is very rarely. And also, is it just me, or does the whistle they chose for this destroyer sound like a Hancock air whistle? Yeah, it does. It literally does sound like a freaking Hancock air whistle. Not that I'm complaining, that actually sounds really, really cool. And I prefer the whistles over the horns. The horns are just dull. They're just the classic ship horn anyway. Falls with this.
Двигатель в штатном режиме.
Now that's probably one of the fighters that came off one of the carriers, because usually when the carrier is spotted, it automatically launches its fighters to protect itself, which is pretty cool. See if we can get more kills. I'm gonna circle around down there. And we've won the game. That's the 14L. Oh, no wonder. So yeah, this devastating strike because I nuked that freaking that carrier. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Let's see our detailed report. Yeah, there you go. 28,000 damage when I torped him. Goodness. Oh man. Alright. Luck with destroyers, but I guess that game said otherwise. And we have finished a campaign mission. Because with campaigns you get a couple rewards. And each level you go up, the more rewards rewards you get. What did I have to do for this one? Earn at least 500 free XP. Easy. Let's see, what else can I do? Earn 2 individual hero materials. Oh, I already have that one set? Oh, whoops. I got that one set. Earn 2 defended ribbons. That sounds easy. Alright. Still has its original K5LLA, and the other one has an older K5LA. 1402. What do you mean by 1402? Which unit is that? I forget. Is that a cruise ship in the background? Decked in lights? Wow. Now, the original dock, I'd actually be in what looks like Wookland. And yes, I did say it that way because why not? With little BEDT dockyard 060s running around. But because of the special event, they moved it out further in the river so you can't see them, which kind of sucks. Oh well, I'll probably show you guys in another stream. And I specifically chose that dock for that exact reason. Because, you know, I've seen a couple of those dockyard HK porters. Well, actually, 2 of them. There's they're both at the Wanamaker, Kempton, and Southern. There's 65, which is operational, or actually, I think it's under a maintenance or something. And then you got number 2, which they don't really use much. If I we use something German, like the High School Fleet Admiral Graf Spee, I do not know which anime that's from, but knowing my curiosity, I might check it out. Especially if there's an English dub, because I know the English dub of a lot of animes, especially Girls and Panzer, aren't really that great, but I'd rather listen to them so I can know what the heck they're talking about rather than Japanese voices. The Japanese voices do get a little bit on my nerves, especially when they're like screaming at stuff. It like messes with my head. Ugh. Not to say that the Japanese are bad at voice acting. I mean, the Japanese dub of Thomas and Friends is actually really spot on with the individual voices they gave, especially even to the trucks. Or cars, since I'm an American. You know what, now that I think of it, why on earth is it such a big deal that they'd have 2 dubs of Thomas and Friends with one of them, you know, calling cars trucks? Like, what's the point? That makes no sense. Are the British and the Americans audiences really that sensitive or don't know what the heck they're meaning? It's the same. It's like, I don't know. It's like calling a ship a boat. They're the exact same thing. And it doesn't matter what you call them. They're both the, you know. Oh, 1402 is the one that wrecked in a DuPont. Right. Yeah, that thing was scrapped. That thing was just, yeah, that thing got nuked. Because, you know, it took the brunt of the impact when it fell off the bridge. And I can confirm, I heard, you know, from reports it was scrapped. And I just feel like nothing, this yet another game where they use the censorship German flag instead of the one with the swastika. Well, they definitely don't do the swastika on the tail. It's just a cross on the aircraft, if you can see it. But they do, I think they do use the actual German naval flag, which I don't think had a swastika. I mean, it doesn't have a swastika either, but it's still accurate enough. Like, they show the Balkan Kreuts, like they do on the side of this aircraft here. And, I'll have to show it to you, like on my Koenig, my German Tier 5 battleship. I'll have to show you that in a minute. But, they do, I mean, it is a little bit of censorship. And I know why games do this. You know, like, you ever wonder why, like, games like, War Thunder, they don't have the swastika on the tail? That's because anything with a swastika in a game is automatically banned in Germany. And probably even in Israel as well. For, you know... But the thing is, I hate when they do that because they're censoring history. You should never censor history. It's like how some... I mean, I like how, like, for example, there's some BF-109... there's a BF-109 that I know that... Ow! Jesus, that hurt. Probably telling me I should shut up. But yeah, there's a BF-109 that I know. They restored it, but they kept the swastika on. And I applaud that because, you know, they're showcasing the history of a dark time. Sure, it might cause some social justice warriors to wet their knickers, but I don't care. People are too sensitive these days. Now, don't turn this, you know, stream into a I'm a Nazi and I hate, you know, blacks and all bull crap and neo-Nazi crap. I'm just stating my opinion. And my opinion is, you should never censor history, no matter how dark it is. Because that automatically makes us, you know... I forgot where I was going with this, so I'll just continue on with the game. It makes us not oh, I know. It makes us not think that something just like the Nazi Party could ever happen again, because it certainly can. And there is one of those right now. It's called Black Lives Matter. Insert sensitivity, insert controversial opinion alert right here. I should probably turn the other way. I'm shooting the crap out of those planes. Excuse me. Go away, planes. Or I'll launch my own fighter. Yeah, I'm gonna take cover behind there. I shouldn't, I don't want to get a citadel like that. That's probably what happened. A citadel penetration is the worst. Right next to a torpedo hit is the worst thing a ship can get, because that's basically penetrating the nerve center of the ship, and can actually cause you to sink if it's well aimed. Hence why it does like almost 16,000 damage whenever you get hit there. That's what happened to me. And it's definitely common with battleships because of their ridiculous guns. Somebody I hit earlier still burning. How the heck? Oh, it's done. Might actually try and finish off that Lenin. I might actually get that ship one day. Even though I don't have any, I think it's tier 8, and I don't have any yet, but I don't know. It just seems interesting. It's an interesting looking ship. Ah, the Gneisenau. That would have also spawned the Land Cruiser P-1000 Rat, but never came to be. In fact, I don't think the Gneisenau was actually sunk like it's like the Bismarck. I think it was just scrapped because they were going to try and use it as the Land Cruiser P-1000 Rat. I know somebody will correct me in the comments. Oof, there's a good hit. That Gneisenau was just wrecking these guys. So, yeah, fair play to him. Although it does look like he's not going to last too long. But I'll support him. Here we go. There's a good hit. He might actually finish him up. Yeah. Ooh, a Bismarck did. That's another ship I really want. The Bismarck. The Titanic of the German Navy. Here's a little common sense 101. Usually when you name your ship as unsinkable, it's probably gonna sink at some point. Because they did that with the Bismarck. They called it German propaganda called it unsinkable, and then it got wrecked by a bunch of outdated British biplanes, the Swordfish. And you have the Titanic, that was claimed unsinkable, and that hit an iceberg and sunk off the coast of the U.S. And there was one other ship, I think, that was named Unsinkable, but also sunk. I think. I don't know. I really need to pick Nazis to make things I hate evil. That's funny. Yeah, the stream is slow FPS wise on my end, but it's actually, it's not like, you know, like jump cutting. So, I guess it's working now. It's like going as slow as the War Thunder stream, but whatevs. I think it was only smooth, even on the old computer with Watt Blitz those couple of times, because it's such a potato game. Anybody, you can play it on anything. Even on, I think, even certain office computers could probably play World of Tanks Blitz. Which I'm holding off for now, since it's a full screen game, and my GPU and my video drivers are a little screwed up. And they don't really like full screen games, because otherwise it'll have like black lines across the screen. Almost burped that time.
Teammate, I need your support.
Alright.
All stations, proceed to capture that area.
Oh, he wants me to go over there. Okay. That's good, because I can spread my ship out to its side so I can give my other turret a chance to shoot.
Support
Oh, he's all the way over there. Shoot. I want to call my channel Unsinkable and then see it fall to the new YouTube policy. Me too. But considering the day before that was supposed to take effect, the you know, the COPPA stuff on December 10th, I had changed my channel to not made for kids, and it seems to be okay. But I'm still worried though, because there's a couple YouTubers I know in the Thomas and Friends industry. One of them in particular happens to be local in my area. He goes by the name of Brendan Reese 10 on YouTube. Shout out to him, by the way. He makes like custom models and spends, you know, tons of blood, sweat, and urine stains, blood, sweat, and tears on those models to make them actually look really, really good. And they actually do look really good. And since he's all about Thomas, I worry that he's going to lose almost all of his ad revenue. Because the thing is, with those videos that you would mark as made for kids, they lose personalized ads, comments, you know, that sort of stuff. So it's hard to, you know, make a dollar. I mean, granted, he could probably have a full-time job, but, you know, he works so hard for those models. You'd think he'd actually get some payback from that, from YouTube. But thanks to these new terms, guess that ain't happening. And I know him because his girlfriend graduated the same year I did in high school, and she told him about me. And sure enough, at the Fireman's Fair in Lower Providence, he happened to run into me. He was like, "Are you into Thomas?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then they knew, they found me. It's just like how fans nowadays always run into me. I ran into one at New Hope a couple days ago, last week, I think. Right turn in a minute. Wait, is it turning? No, don't turn me that way. Other way rudder. Get it right. Uh-oh. Oh, fudge. Launch the aircraft. Okay, ignore me. That works too. Glad I actually overturned by a lot, and I hit the land. But hey, that actually kind of saved my life because I almost hit those torpedoes. Wow, that's another thing you can use torpedoes for in any ship. You can only, oh fudge. can't really just use them for damage. You can also steer your players around to get themselves screwed, like I just did. Why don't I launch some last-minute torps to succumb my inevitable death? Ow. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. Good enough. No, I need support. And now I'm dead. Well, I'm gonna stay to see if those torps are good. And it doesn't look like they're gonna hit anything. But let's check. Oh. Maybe. He just got hit by one. Come on. Sail free, my beauties. No, he sees them. Oh. Oh! Yeah! That's what you get. Oh, he's gonna get... Oh, he just got double crossed. That's the worst thing that can happen to you, where you get torps on one end and then they're coming on the other end. Oh man, that guy's now is probably raging. I would too. I would too. Ay, 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 ay. Alright, so that was that. Oh, there's only 7 people watching. Ooh, I got some containers. What's this? Ooh! Oh, it's that little BEDT shunter! The Brooklyn Eastern District Terminal one! Yes! What do we get in here? Oh wow, it's a lot of stuff. Let me go to my profile. Nice. Yeah, it's exactly what it is, because look at the boiler. You can't mistake that. And that hammerhead crane kind of reminds me of a Big Mickey, except the cab would be a lot further up. Alright, hold on, I'm getting a text message real quick. Come on. There. I know I'm going to pick her up. You don't have to shove that into my head. I know I'm going to be there. Oh my goodness. My gosh, people... I swear, a lot of people just treat me like I'm a freaking idiot. It's like, oh, you gotta do this. You gotta remember to do this. I already know. I just hate when when people repeat themselves. I mean, yeah, sometimes it's also because I don't respond, but, just because I didn't respond doesn't mean I already know. So, yeah, that's what I think of it, just bleh. Hello, Conrail Valley. It's actually a pretty nice username. Alright, what shall we do next? Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention I was going to show you the Koenig and the flag. So there it is there. I believe that's the actual German Navy flag? I know it's a common flag that you see a lot when you think of Germany, although this, I think, would be a swastika, or this would be a swastika. Actually, no, this would be the swastika, and then they have the cross right here. But it works. Let me actually, you know what? I'm actually curious now. I want to check. German Nazi. Wait, hold on. Berchamet. German Navy flag, World War II. Yeah, you know what? It is pretty close to the real one. The only difference is, this right here. Hang on. This little cross right here would actually be a swastika, and then that would be a cross. But I think it's close enough, because at least they replaced it with a Balkan Kreuz, which is better than them just using, you know, the little slashes, the little random slashes, like they do in War Thunder, which absolutely look terrible. So, why don't we give the Koenig a try? It's actually I actually got it yesterday. Ugh. So. Keep getting messages. And because I'm gonna try and get out one of these sauerkraut looking beef and pork sticks from Vermont. These things are amazing. Small, but they got quite the taste. They look like sauerkraut anyway. Ugh. Just like beef jerky.
Alle Mann auf Gefechtsstation!
Good luck and fair seas.
I like the German voice in this game. I wonder who else is here besides Conrail Valley. I like the little curved smokestacks. That's actually kind of cool. Reminds me of the some of the ATSF Santa Fe locomotives that had the curved smokestacks. Don't know why. I think it's like for streamlining. So, another one. These things are great. I'm gonna have to get more of these mini beef and pork sticks. The thing I hate though is they're expensive. Like beef jerky, it's worth like $13 for one of these things. These are good. Well, those attack aircraft got nuked. I should probably launch my spotter aircraft to increase the range of the battery. There it goes. Also gives a better view of the
Aufklärungsflugzeug in der Luft.
Aufklärende Flugzeug in der Luft. What is that? Is that from the destroyer? I'm gonna turn this way. Oh, come on.
Feueralarm!
Fire alarm. That almost sounds English, I don't know why. Usually it's HE shells that set on fire.
Problem gelöst.
Gegnerischen Zerstörer gesichtet. Gegnerisches Schlachtschiff entdeckt.
That's a good hit. Oh, it's you! You little cheeky bugger. Freaking destroyers. Alright, you might want to watch out. Yeah.
Hauptturm kritisch beschädigt. Torpedos auf Steuerbord.
Idiot.
Aufklärungsflugzeug kehrt zum Schiff zurück.
Oh, did my spotter get shot down? Oh. You bastard. Alright, I shouldn't be exposing my side like that. Ooh! 5,000 damage, nice. I gotta get to that piece of land. Shouldn't be taking damage like this. Let's get the healing pack going. I just realized how close this guy is.
Gegnerischen Zerstörer gesichtet.
Wow. That was a really good roll. Oh, fudge. Fudge. Turn. Turn. I'm gonna
Concentrate
make
fire
it.
on the enemy warship.
Oh, I almost did. There we go. We're okay. We're clear. That was close. Yeah, focus on what you can hurt. Itsy bitsy non-pony. Oh, that's funny. That guy's funny. You're a funny guy, Sally. I like you. That's why I'm going to kill you last. That's from Commando, for those of you that don't know.
Gegnerisches
Probably all
Schlachtschiff
do.
gesichtet. Gegnerischen Kreuzer gesichtet.
There. Oh, this is gonna be good. Alright. Are they gonna hit? Nice. Sound like a villager when I do that. Fudge, torp planes. Go away. Go away. I shoot you down. I'm shooting the crap out of them. No, go away. Go away. Oh, I got double crossed. No, I didn't. Just one. Which surprisingly didn't do that much. Actually, usually they do 4,000. That was only like 3,000? That's terrible. Oh, and the stream just froze on my end. And it was at the best part, too! And I thought I'd fixed it. Yeah, it's only going like 1 frame a minute right now. Why is that?
Concentrate fire on the designated target.
Ah. But I can't do that right now because I got like 4 enemies on me.
Gegnerischen Flugzeugträger gesichtet.
Stone the crows.
Yeah, stun the crows. That's what I think of this. No penetration? Come on! Do something! This is like, what, 280 millimeter cannons? Oh, here we go. Nice.
Ich brauche Hilfe! Affirmative.
There we go, we got help. Who I'm about to collide into. Nice American camo, though. Ooh, is that gonna be a good hit? Ow! That was a bad hit for me. Eesh. These turrets are taking forever to rotate. That Congo's almost dead. In fact, I think... Yep, there he goes.
Concentrate fire on the
Oh,
designated
fudge.
target.
Oh, fudge. That's bad. That's real bad.
Achtung, melde Zielposition.
Nice Okaze, I used to have that. Eat secondary ammo, freak!
Torpedos auf Backbord.
Torpedoes up backboard.
Torpedos voraus.
Oh, shoot. Ooh, that's gonna sting. Oh, you bastard! That's why I freaking hate destroyers. And I hate them just as much as I hate YouTube right now. I don't understand why it was not working before. And why it's also, the chat's frozen on my phone. You stupid piece of junk. What do I need to change in order to fix this? I don't get it. Do I have to increase the bit rate some more? Look, the stream on my end, when I look at it on, what about my, the CPU's getting overloaded. What the heck? Oh, and the GPU's also at 100. But why? Oh my gosh. I just increased the bitrate even more. I'm hoping that'll fix it, because this is really beginning to get on my nerves. I didn't think it'd be a problem. Mm-hmm. Alright, how's it looking now? Still freaking buffering? Oh yeah, Susan, the current CEO of YouTube, she should be fired. Freaking moron. She is the root cause of YouTube going down anyway. Nah, it can't be because I have a virus, because I have antivirus that fixes that. Alright, it's delayed, but it looks like it's working. At this point, I don't care. I'm too annoyed. Let's try the Mutsuki, whatever the heck you call it. about the delivery men at FedEx. I know, I know. They don't care. Susan is a virus. Yeah, right. Yo, waiting by your door at midnight, please. Durr. Yeah, and when they do it at midnight, that just increases the risk of people like stealing the stuff off your property. You know, porch pirates, whatever you call them. Alright, why don't I quit talking and, jeez.
5のвражеском корабле. 優先攻撃目標を指定する。
Cyclone inbound. Oh shoot! See him.
発煙装置始動。煙幕展開完了。
Ooh, that was close. No, it's lagging again, you piece of junk. It's like jumping in between frame rates. Excuse me. Oh, fudge. And I turned right into it. I don't know. I'm just gonna increase the bitrate as high as I can, because that's really... I seemed to fix it last time. Alright. Why don't we, try the Ranger, another aircraft carrier. Also, the World of Warships channel has live streamed themselves. Yes, so does World of Tanks. The graphics are down to as low as they can go, actually. Because the game isn't actually lagging on my end. It's either the streaming service, which is OBS, or it's likely YouTube because they've got their head up their rear end. Then again, they always have their head up their rear end. Right, creators? We got Wildcats, TB1D Devastators, and Dauntless.
General quarters.
Maledizione. Buona fortuna a tutti. Nice work.
Autopilot mode enabled.
Alright, let's launch our Wildcats. Now these things I definitely know had rockets installed on them. So did the later Corsairs. With well-aimed shots, these rockets can be nasty. I also sometimes people also tend to use these as like recons to spot the enemy team, kind of like what the enemy carrier is doing. Only he's doing it at that end, I'm doing it in the other end. And if I happen to spot him, the enemy carrier, because sometimes carrier players do that, they go anti-carrier, kind of like artillery players in World of Tanks. They go anti-battery, where they go against, where they try and look for the enemy artillery and take them out early in the game. So.
Taking fire.
Whoa. Hello, what do we have here?
Approaching target.
Oh, DDs, they don't have much AA.
We're under attack.
Aw, missed! Let's go for the battleship next. Come on, come on.
Approaching target.
Nope, going too slow. Go around.
Fighter airborne.
Or you know what, I'm just gonna let them return home. Well, that sucked. Oh shoot, the enemy,
Airborne.
he's found me. Crap. Yeah, you go away. I'll chase you with my torp bombers if I have to. Imagine if these attack aircraft could also attack enemy aircraft. That would actually be really cool. Because it's like they pass by and they don't do anything. But then again, I guess that's how it worked before. Yeah, it is how it worked before. You had fighter aircraft, then you had torpedo bombers, then you had bombers. Now it's just attack aircraft. And the fighters are just mere consumables. Still, though, they do have those 650 caliber machine guns
Waypoint reached.
being used for absolutely nothing, so, you know, why not? I'm just throwing out ideas. I probably just ruined the game now just by voicing that, but whatever. It's definitely making me think about the ideas that went behind this. Alright, there's probably combined AA over there, and these torp bombers are slow. Even in real life, the Devastators were kind of outdated when they were debuted because they were slow, and usually when you had a Japanese zero on your tail in one of these things, you were done.
Taking fire. Approaching target.
Yeah, but I'm gonna have to make the most of it.
Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled.
Taking fire.
Ooh, that looked like it was gonna be a good hit.
returning. We're under attack.
Oh, one of them didn't work. And that was gonna be the one that was gonna hit. Come on. No luck. And I know the stream is lagging. It's
Airborne.
YouTube being a piece of junk. It's not lagging on my end. I don't get it. What if I lowered the bitrate? I freaking hate this. I hate, this bullcrap from War Thunder. Not War Thunder, I mean friggin' YouTube. Having no luck in the games, and I'm having no luck here. Now I think it's frozen. Looking at my phone, which is the output. Yep. I hate you, YouTube. I don't think I'll ever use their streaming service ever again after this, because this is totally stupid. Let's go after this
We're
guy.
under attack. Engaging enemy. Taking fire.
Ooh, good hit. Oh. At least we got something.
Maintaining present course.
Alright, it seems to have fixed it. It's still, jittery, but, it's working better than before, so that's all I care about. Maybe worth moving to Twitch. You know what? That would actually be a good idea. I do have a Twitch account. I just need to reset the password because I totally forgot what it was. Alright, I'm gonna try and find that cruiser, because it looks, that cruiser I was bombing again, because I think he's sneaking around to flank, and I don't want that to happen, because that's exactly where I am. I should probably move
Autopilot mode enabled.
because of that. Because it's actually kind of worrying me. Oh no, he turned around. But it's still safe to do that. It's always good to keep yourself moving as a carrier. You can't just sit there the whole game. Oh, he's launching a fighter. Crap. Well, let's make the most of it.
Taking fire.
Good thing these fighter planes are fast.
Approaching target.
Come on, come on. Come on. Fire.
Taking fire.
Yeah. Ooh, there's the carrier, but I don't have enough
Taking
planes.
fire.
Ooh, that's giving me an idea.
Maintaining
A very
present course.
evil, awful idea. There's a little nod to the Grinch. Even though both movie versions of the Grinch sucked. Well, the 2005 one, the live-acted one, was okay. Also, for those curious about snow, because I know the Midwest has been getting hit with snow, we did get some snow recently. It was actually yesterday when I was heading out to Royersford to get 4002 on 20Q. It was only a coating. It was like nothing. But I know Bucks County must have gotten a lot, because when I was on my way there last week, there was like piles of snow by the side of the road that were plowed out of the way, and I'm like, what the heck? What happened here? So... that was just my scanner I turned on in the background, so I have something else to listen to. Alright, that carrier's somewhere over there. He's gotta be near. Did he move? No, I don't think he did. There's a fighter. There he is.
Taking fire. Approaching target. Taking
Fire
fire.
away. He ain't gonna move anywhere. No. Ooh, got a hit.
Engaging enemy.
Let's get one more before this torpedo bomber dies.
Taking fire.
Did it work? Yeah, it's working. Yeah. Nice.
Our team has taken the lead.
Maintaining present course.
Oh, that was epic.
Fighter returning to ship.
Alright, so the fighters are returning to the ship because we haven't been spotted for 10 minutes. Yeah, that's the thing. As soon as you're spotted, they're launched, and it takes about 10 minutes before they eventually give up. Still not War Thunder. I did War Thunder last week, and I said that I would do World of Warships next week. I don't know when I'll do War Thunder next time, though. 866 lead car, so that's a Solarliner 5 train. Freedom delivery. You know what? I feel evil. Let's hit him again. I mean, he's got a battleship coming toward him. That's gonna help him with anti-air support, but I don't care. I want to set him on fire now. That's the thing. Bombers are good with setting fires. Torpedoes are only good for flooding, if lucky. And then you've got, well, the rockets also do good with fires, too. And also breaking stuff. Bombs are also really good at that. Oh, and I think I'm at a good angle. Yes!
We're under attack.
When you're in a bomber, you gotta go straight in. Or I could just get destroyed. That sucked. I wasn't flying evasive, though, so that was probably why. Ah, that's embarrassing.
Airborne.
now the ships are already clustering around the aircraft carrier to protect it. Which is exactly what I didn't want to happen. And the stream is lagging again! Are you freaking kidding me?
Merci mille fois.
It's garbage. Excuse me.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
Oh, great. Yeah, well, how am I supposed to find an opening when he's literally sitting right next to the carrier? Unless he ran away.
Destination reached. Autopilot mode disabled.
I should probably take out the battleship first, then.
We're under attack! Approaching
He's
target!
on low hit points anyway. He's on fire, so let's make it worse.
We're under attack!
Nice. Alright, he's dead. Alright, he's dead.
C'était une belle bataille.
And we won. What was that? I just heard on the scanner. That was weird. That's all I heard. 10,000 damage, not bad. But I didn't get any kills. I'm disappointed. Where's my hammer? Try our luck. Let's see how unlucky. Let's see how unlucky we are. Very unlucky. No surprise. Well, we don't know unless we open. Yeah. Nah. Whatever. Well, I'm telling you, my luck is, you know, never good. Never ever good. What's this? Okay. Somebody had an open mic. Alright. I was just checking some stuff. Let's do the Graphs B again. Get a win out of it. Well, that's the thing. You know, as bad as I am in most ships, I'm somewhat good at aircraft carriers. That's why I have 2 of them, and I'm planning to get the British ones next. Because Swordfish and Spitfires. That's kind of one of the reasons I play War Thunder. Spitfires are just sexy as all hell. Just don't tell my girlfriend I said that. Actually, she'll understand. I mean, who doesn't love the Spitfire? Alright, Caleb, even though the stream keeps lagging, which is getting on my nerves, I've got a bunch of other stuff to do after this. ARP, that's another anime. I have 2 of those ships, so. Ah.
みんなの力を私にくれ。怒りをあげよ。出航するぞ。
はい。It's British. Well, let's see. Finish off this one beef stick. Well, no duh. The blitz bombings. Then you had the V1 and the V2 rockets. Chatting Gatorade. 428. Where's my support? Why are they all the way back there? Where are they even? Oh, they're just taking their time. How can I get in on a game? What do you mean, like downloading? You just look up the, like, for World of Warships, all you need to do is look up their website. Of course, now, when you have to download wargaming games, like World of Warships or World of Tanks, you gotta download that stupid freaking wargaming central service thing, whatever that is, that, like, you know, manages the account and the game. I find that to be personally annoying, as it'll start updates without warning, and it just takes valuable space away. It does absolutely nothing except make the game seem all fancy. It pisses me off. Also, it looks like the whole enemy team is going the other way, nowhere near me, which is both a good thing and a bad thing. Bad thing because I'm going to be missing out on most of the action. Most of our team's kind of going to be needing desperate support. But it's good because I can flank them and surprise them. That is, if I can get shots on them. Which is not going to happen. Oh, there we go. There's one hit. Is he coming to us? Oh, he collided with the land. Or he was backing up for whatever reason. And now he's firing on me. So, there are some good rolls. Although I'm going to swing around since I'm the only ship over here. I don't want to directly engage. I just want to stay back. I learned that the hard way too many times. I'm gonna switch to AP in a minute. No, I don't want torpedoes. Out of the range anyway. These things only go 8 kilometers. I want who's selecting AP. Oh, I should have waited for the other turret. The enemy team's taking the lead. Wow, those torps go far on that ship. Probably more than 12 kilometers away. Of course, they were nowhere near me, which is great. Yes! I see a destroyer who's launching a smoke screen, which means he's gonna start slowing down, which also means that. That's what's gonna happen to him. I just need to aim. Alright, that should be good. They got destroyed as soon as I launched them. That was a really good hit. Those torps ain't going anywhere. I'm out of here. I got very little supports, and our destroyer is running for his life, so I'm getting out of here. Oh! That's what you get for not driving correctly. That out. Can we get this kill? Ooh, almost. Come on.
敵艦隊が圧倒的に優勢か。だが、ここで沈むわけにはいかない。
Screw it.
敵駆逐艦を撃沈。
These torps still loading? Eat that. Ooh, another citadel. Nice. Ooh, torps, come on, come on, come on. Yeah! Oh man. Alright, let's go for a repair. Oh, I'm sailing right into the enemy team now, aren't I? Oh man, I don't care. That was worth it. 2 kills. Push the fighters so we can spot when I die. Can we make it to safety? No, of course not. Oh, for nothing. I do good, but our team is just have their heads up the rear end. Happens all the time. And yes, Maz, I know I was taking damage. I thought I wasn't gonna notice. And if you couldn't tell, right now, I'm being sarcastic. Alright. I gotta pick her up at, my sister up at around 2:20, so I'll stream for about until at least 1 o'clock. And I'll wrap it up, start an export of one of my videos, and then get out of here. That's another reason why the premiere is is being scheduled at 7 p.m. so I can have time, get my sister, come back home, maybe even get a Gatorade on the way back. So, you got a burp. Ooh. I got an idea. Show off the patriotic ship I have. Phoenix with that camo. Yeah, insert my team versus enemy team meme here. I know. That was a good battle. Oh, yeah, you're right. That was good. It's 579 with 580 with 279 in the lead. Alright. I don't even know why I turned on the scanner in the background. I usually only use them for rail fanning, but I probably just listened, put it on just for giggles, just to hear what everybody's up to. I could even turn it. I could even tune it to NS, so we can hear the yard management. Oh, they nerfed the torps on this. At least I think they did. 5.5 kilometers. That's pathetic. Better than the Soviets.
Battle starts.
I haven't played this thing in a long time. It's just been sitting in my port doing nothing. Wow, you guys are all over the world with those different time zones. It's kind of what I like about my fan base. They come from all over the place. Capture A. Because it's domination, so you gotta capture cap points. Turn my cooling fan off because my hands are starting to freeze. Let's go to 437. They're capping B. Oh, fudge. We got company.
Enemy battleship detected. Enemy cruiser detected. Enemy destroyer detected.
Who's in it?
Main turret critically damaged. The ship is on fire. Problem solved, sir.
This was a stupid idea.
Requesting assistance.
Oh, for Pete's sake, I just put that
The
fire
ship is on
out.
fire.
Oh, I'm totally screwed. Look at this. Nobody freaking went to assist! They all went the wrong way! Like, for real! You gotta stick with your free. Because everybody's just jerking off camping behind me. It's like, what the heck? Let's go for that cheeky, breeky French bias. right on me.
Branle-bas de combat.
I think it's pretty weird that it only has 2 main turrets at the front and there's only just smaller turrets at the back, which are automatically controlled. You can only control your main battery. Your secondary armament is controlled by AI. Not very accurate at all. Also, I don't know if it's just me, but I haven't seen many ships with 4 main guns in their turrets. Usually it's either 2 or 3. And on some occasions even just 1. Also with the French, it seems like they have a lot where it's just 4.
3h30 détecté.
I don't know.
Cuirassé ennemi repéré.
Let's go after this guy. Come on. Come on. At least one of them should
3h30
hit.
détecté.
And I was right. Yeah.
Alerte incendie.
Didn't see that coming. There you are, you
Destroyer ennemi détecté.
in Omaha.
Problème résolu, chef.
Cuirassé ennemi détecté.
Hey, bad. Oh, for Pete's sake!
Alerte incendie.
Not fire, I just put the other one out. Oh, somebody's right near me. This is gonna be a good hit. Ooh. That's a good one. Hey, watch where you launch your
Torpille à
torps.
tribord. Alerte incendie.
Oh, fudge. Ah, my
3h30
secondary
coulées.
ammo took him out.
Notre équipe a pris l'avantage.
That's what you get. That's what you get. I'm gonna turn and get the heck out of here. Because I don't want any more twerps.
Problème résolu, chef.
stations. Requesting fire support.
Alright. I'll have to help you with that later.
Torpille droit devant.
Torpille droit devant. Can I actually find it? Ow! I got Citadel. Don't know why. I don't know what it was though. None of those hit? Serious? Let's go. Or not.
Torpille à tribord.
Oh,
Torpille à midi.
fudge. Not again. Yeah, I'm dead. No
Reste
fixing
dans la
that.
coque. L'eau s'infiltre rapidement.
That's it. Eat that. Well, at least I got a kill on a close quarters expert medal. I care about. Oh, the gates at Lansdale aren't activating. Oh, there they go. They were just delayed. Final task. And what is this special final task? Play one battle. Well, that is so freaking easy. And what do I get out of it? Ooh, nice. Alright. Alright, one more battle and then I'm gonna call it a day and I'll see you guys at the stream because starting to wear on me. Why don't we do it on the graph speed again? Because nobody's watching the stream anyway, and the stream is like completely screwed with lag. Because everybody cares about the documentaries. Nobody wants to watch anything else. Excuse me. You know the kind of people I absolutely hate? People that would unsubscribe just because you're not making enough videos or you're not making certain videos that they want. It just shows that they have no appreciation for your content. Citadel City. Yeah, that's what I was in last battle. What department? Training department. Elm Street. That's my area. Switch must be jamming. So they've got the track department down there, huh? Never thought I'd hear that about them asking to use the local switch at Elm Street. Who the heck is Flamu? These people are, I don't know what they're talking about in chat. Shots incoming. Meh, that wasn't much. Whee! Lands, thank goodness for this land here being used as cover. If you haven't noticed, I'll be quiet for a minute. Looks good. Started a fire. Oh man! That was a nasty hit. How are these torpedoes looking? I'm really hopeful this one will hit something. Or it could just hit nothing. Yep, none of them are going to do anything. That sucked. Alright, so I'm gonna have to wrap the stream up for now because I gotta get myself ready. I got a couple things I need to do, including getting my sister picked up at the high school. So I'm gonna end the stream off here. Keep an eye out for the premiere tonight on the Back Bay train crash, and well, I'll see you guys later.